Those of you who are live with me that are wanting to be on the live with me, if you're chosen to have a reading, please understand that this is a public show and you are willing to be chosen to be put up with your audio and video live, which is going to be public. So you are aware you are giving me permission to bring you on live and for the world to see. And we appreciate your vulnerability with all this, and allowing your openness to be reflected towards others so it may help others. What I want you guys to do is let me know if you would like to come on the live and present a question. We are on Instagram as well, so we'll give those people a chance. Okay, I don't know why I go right to Crystal, and I think our next one is going to be, and I'm going to mess up your name, Laquand? Quan works, okay. All right. Okay. Crystal, I'll wait till you do that. Unless you don't want to, it's up to you. Let me know if you are, though. Quan, let's go to you and let's see. Quan, can you send me an invitation? Oh wait, here, I found you. There.
Hi.
Yay! Hello. How are you?
Oh my god, that's so exciting.
Okay, present your question. What do you got for me?
It's not particularly about me, but I'm just hoping that there is some resolution. My husband's going through some things at his workplace, and I kind of wanted to see, I guess my question is, will things get better?
Okay.
I guess that's the overall question.
Okay,
I'm so happy to meet you.
You too. Okay, give me 1 second to get with his guides to see what they have to say, okay? Give me a couple seconds here.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Okay, Quan, I have a question for you. Does he work fast and pretty smooth, but he's like a quick learner, things go fast around him?
Yes.
Okay. Is there somebody at his job he's not getting along with?
So no, not particularly. It's basically there's an overseer, so like the mayor of their city.
Okay.
Is doing a lot of things. My husband's in law enforcement, so
okay.
This mayor's kind of just like doesn't really like the police department, and I don't really know. We don't really know why. It's specific people.
Okay.
So, and he's just causing all this, like,
okay, because
emotional...
I do see this, like, low frequency vibration with this person, and when I see them walking around, it's like tornado, drama, tornado. Mm-hmm. Which, for some reason, this person is so used to and programmed to feeling this kind of stuff around them that it almost tells me that this is how they grew up and they're just used to this. This is like comfort to them, whereas peace and quiet would be comfort to someone else. So he really doesn't actually know how to communicate well. It's the environment that he grew up in, and he still continues this environment about him. But again, that's going to be his soul understanding that learning.
Okay.
Now, when it comes to your husband, they speak on his own vibration amongst a community of vibrations. So what he's pushing out is what he will gain back. So if he wants things to get better, it's going to be the matter of being mindful and changing that vibration. Okay. So if he wants something to come towards him, it's it's obtaining the mindset that it's already being obtained, that it's already happening for him. It is in his contract to have these things for himself, to have peace, to have beneficial frequencies around him. That this is why he works fast, he works hard to bring these things in. He has trouble balancing and juggling.
Yeah.
Like, I keep seeing him like fumbling and juggling and fumbling, and they're saying that he needs to bring a duality to his polarized vibration, where it's not like it kind of reminds me of that justice symbol with the trays that are like going like this.
Yes, okay.
The duality, he needs to choose the most prioritized, important things that he wants to concentrate on and polarize and make it a duality of energy. So he's not like trying to balance this over here and it's weighing down more than what's over here going up. So they're trying to like tell him to kind of balance it out, and that he'll start to see like this smoothed out. Do you ever sage, like,
all the time.
do you ever walk into a house or walk into your house and it feels heavy and like claustrophobic, and then you sage and you walk in, it's real open? It feels more open. That's kind of what I get with him, that if he can do this, he can just breathe. Like, he can just go, okay, I got this. I can breathe now. This is what I get. So, even like just taking a couple minutes in a day for him to just practice breathing through things will help him too. Yeah. He's to watch out for a house. Let me see if I can draw it. Yeah.
Oops.
Quana, where are you from?
Dearborn, Michigan.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, somebody I know joined. That's so cool.
Okay. Does he make many calls? Or does he go to
what
many?
do you mean?
Does he go to many calls?
Yeah, well, yeah, generally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get more detail on this house.
Oh, there's a few people I know on here. Hi, guys.
This house doesn't look, it looks like a poor house. It doesn't look like it just, when you come up to it, it just seems like somebody that doesn't have a whole lot of money lives in it. It's a gray house with black shutters.
Okay.
The door in the front has a screen door to it, and there's 3 steps up. There's no like balcony or anything, and there's rocks. If you're looking at the house to the right, the rocks go up and around the house here. It's like a rock driveway with like gray looking rocks.
Gravel.
Like a gravel,
Does
yeah.
the house not have, okay, so does the house have like the 3 steps but no railing? It's almost like
Yeah.
it goes up.
Yeah.
I know what house you're talking about.
Which house is it?
I've seen the house before, and he's pointed it out a few times to be like, oh, I had a call here.
Yeah, he's to stay away from this house. Something's going to happen that I get, as soon as I walk up to the house, I feel a boom hit my chest, and I'm down. Like, he has to stay away from this house. That's what I keep getting. You have to stay away from this house. So I don't know if somebody's watching him or they know he's coming. I don't know. But as soon as I start walking up to the steps, this guy comes out, and it's just shit hits. And there's no getting away from it. Like, it's too open. There's no way of getting away from it. Yeah, and it like burns. It's like my chest is on fire. So I don't know if that's his his bulletproof vest burning him, but it's just all around, it's not good. And I keep getting like 3 angels on this property going, leave now, go, leave now. He's not in his right mind. Go, leave now. So this house is a no-no.
Okay. Yep, I think I know which one you're talking about, because it has a weird, like...
It just looks weird. It's like where it's at, it looks creepy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, not a good house. Yeah.
Thank you for telling me.
Yeah, it's because he has a long life to live, and he has a lot of things he needs to get done. And this darkness wants to take him down any way it can, and this house is how they try to do it. He gets a call to go to this house, and it's like a no. Like, do not go to this house. Let somebody else do it. And if they approach this house, they got to approach it from a side where he's not going to see them coming.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, he's not in his right mind. He's on something. Like, he don't care who it is.
Yeah, this particular house that you're talking about, they're always involved with trouble. So.
Yeah, and the guy that is there has like darkish hair, and he is not in his right mind. Okay. I don't know. It just seems like he's on something, because I don't really see cops. I just see somebody on my property. I don't care who it is. They're going down. They're going down.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. I don't know how to exit. Does she exit? Do you exit?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, wait, there it goes. Okay. We got it. Okay. Crystal, did you figure yours out yet? Let me see. Okay, Crystal. Okay, I switched here. Okay, let me see if I can bring you on. Crystal, yeah, that's it. Okay, there. Got it. Don't like that house. Yay! Hello. How are you?
I'm okay.
All right. What's your question? What do you got for me?
I'm gonna try not to get emotional. I lost my mom in October.
Okay.
Pretty tragically for myself.
Okay.
And there's someone that's come into my life, someone of the opposite sex, and I'm just wondering if she sent him my way. And if this is like the person put in my path, it's very aligned with what I have prayed for. But I'm the type of person that can dive in and get my heart broken, and
Okay.
I'm already in a very weak state. So I'm just at a crossroads in my life. I don't know where to go. My career is up in a question. So anything that Spirit or anyone can give me advice on, I would appreciate greatly.
Okay. Give me a few seconds to connect and see what they show me, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, if I say to you, quick, mass, leaving, does that ring anything for your mom for you?
Quick mass leaving. I feel like she...
Quick, mass, leaving.
That she went, like she exited because of what was going on here?
I'm getting more like she was sick, it was quick, and she left. She was leaving. Did they find something within her body that would have been considered a mass?
She was diagnosed with COVID on the 6th of October and gone by the 17th.
Okay.
They gave her remdesivir IV, and I think it shut down all of her organs, and ultimately it's what killed her.
Yeah, the mass. She said something took over. So, quick, mass, leaving.
Couldn't breathe. They left her in the ER. I was in the ER with her for 6 hours, and then they kicked me out, and then they wouldn't let me back in. Literally, when I was allowed to go back in, they made me look at her through the window. It was like a fishbowl, and I was watching her, like, just struggle to breathe, and she couldn't even really talk to me, and I knew that was going to be the last time I seen my mom, and I called my dad and said, you have to come now.
Okay.
And that the next morning we got the call that she arrested in the night, and they tried to save her, and she was in the ICU, but she was all masked and just in a different contortion, and I knew she wasn't herself, but honestly, I was with her at her last moments and her last breath, and I believe she's seen my pap. I think she said pap to me, and I believe she's seen her father, and I told her then, go, Mom, I got this, I got the family, go.
Was he the one that smoked tobacco?
Chew tobacco?
Okay, chew tobacco, because I got tobacco. Yeah, she's confirming she's with her father, the one with the tobacco. Okay, he was somewhat tall.
Oh my God.
Okay, the man that's coming into your life, or the man that's in your life, your mom knows about. What she how do I explain this? He's there to help you coat the wounds of her passing. You might actually even notice like parts of him kind of remind you of her a little bit. It's almost like she's coming through him in a sense. He's there to help you smooth out the wounds so that you feel like you're not alone. Now, my suggestion based off of what I'm seeing with the two contracts in front of me is I wouldn't jump head forward. I would take your time, get to know him. But understand that every experience that comes into your life is meant to be learned from. So he's there for a reason. But taking your time to get to know him is going to be enjoyable for you, because you're going to take that. It's like the way your guide explains it is like sipping a cup of tea and just taking your time to get, feel the flavors, understand that it's warm and fuzzy and it's cozy, and just take your time and keep that feeling lingering. You're meant to go through a huge transformation. There's so many vibrations going on. There's so many paths happening, especially with your job. You're in the wrong position. There's something going on there to the point where your guides are like kind of plucking you from like a bunch of weeds, and they're plucking you and trying to put you in a new batch of flowers because you're transitioning. Like everything about you's transitioning. Your mom was just like the first couple energies that were to put you into this place. And they want you to think of this as a sacred space where you're going to start. It kind of reminds me of if somebody were to like sprinkle fairy dust on you, or no, better yet, do you ever watch Star Trek where they beam them somewhere you're in this one spot and then you fizzle out and you end up somewhere else. I see this happening. Like you just change everything about you. And what happened with your mom is actually supposed to bring you to a more realistic perception of everything you see, as opposed to catering to what everything you see. It's almost like you're coming into this realness where you want to be more raw, you need to be more you, and they tell you to take this in baby steps, because this is going to change you, but you want to take it in baby steps, because if you just jump right in, you're just doing things the old way. This is a new crystal doing new things, okay? You're going to filter right into a new job, a new position, a new outlook, a new perception, and your mom's going to be there step by step. But what you need to understand is this isn't like the last communication you have with her, because I know you said this will be the last time I see her, but technically she's been coming in your dreams, so it technically isn't the last time you'll see her, because she's always there. And anytime you want to talk to her, as soon as you go to sleep, you're as I always tell you guys, your body or your soul's not waiting around for your body to wake up. It's off doing stuff. So she's meeting you and bonding with you through a different way and a different communication. So this is your chance to get to know her in a different way now. Her heavenly sense, in a sense. Asking her to bring these energies to you. Are you seeing like the number 4 a lot? 3, 4?
Repeating numbers, yeah. A lot of repeating numbers, a lot.
Okay. There's one specific number, though, that comes up and you think of her.
650. I see 654 a lot.
Okay. The 4. She's prominently showing me the 4 that she's sending you, the 4. Hold on. Let me see why. Let me find out why. Okay. It's a particular situation you're facing. A new way of interacting. Breaking down energies, frequencies. Oh. Basically, sorry, I don't know, my battery's... Hold on, my battery's going. Let's move this over. This microphone went. Shoot. Okay. So, the number 4, when Maria shows me the number 4, it brings me to the Garden of Eden. And the Garden of Eden, in my mind, is a perception of a reality where you think is paradise, when technically it isn't. And actually the funny thing is I'm going to be talking about all this on the KFL tomorrow. It's so weird, but all of this is not real. And basically when you break it down, there's nothing, but then there's everything. So she's basically bringing you to a state of break this world down and see who you really are and what you're capable of. And that's what the number 4 is. Each time you see the 4, she's trying to remind you you're not of this,
okay,
which is nothing, but you are of this, which is everything. Okay. So she said it's a reminder to not give up, that she's everywhere. Okay? And so are you. It's funny, I had a lady come in, and I don't know if you remember this. She come in and said to me, is my mom, can she hear me? Like, is she around me? And do you remember the little device, the little Siri device, the Google device?
Yes.
In the middle room, it went off and it said, "I am everywhere." It's like her mother was talking through her. So I get what your mom's saying. It's like the same message. It's so funny. So yeah. So I would start looking forward to this positive path, because your mom's going to be there every step, and you just keep talking to her in your mind, and she hears you. Okay? And obviously, if you need anything, we're here at the shop.
I was just going to make that, I mean, I've come to you before, and I think hearing of this transition, and I keep saying I feel like a phoenix rising. That's what my feeling is. Maybe I need to consult you and get some direction in these next couple steps, because I do trust you greatly and your opinion on some things, and I'm at a loss. So
there's definitely a lot of transitional crystals that will help you just smoothly transition, so you're not feeling like this aggression and anxiety towards it. That it'll just help you smooth on over. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Just I would sage tonight, meditate, just talk to her, even journal. I mean, journaling it gets the thoughts out, so you're not recycling thoughts over and over again. So getting it out on paper actually helps. It just puts the waste out of the mind and gets it on paper. So that does actually help. All right.
Okay.
It was nice talking to you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And I think you have to end, because I don't know how to.
I'll end. Yeah.
Okay. Bye, honey.
Bye.
Okay, let's see. Okay, guys, I know there was a bunch of people that asked before. Let me go back and see. Lisa Dowd, do you want to invite me onto your video there? Yeah, if you want. Do you want me to start it?
No, I already know.
Oh,
I'll sleep.
but you're not on
I'm
Instagram.
but
Yeah, I got to get you on Instagram too.
I can only do this part. But
Yeah.
You have to do the Instagram yourself.
Okay. How do I do it? I don't know, Lisa. Let me look. There you go. All right. Yay.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
All right, thanks. So is this, you can ask for a connection too, or just general question?
The cosmic community sessions that I'm going to be doing are questions for your life.
Okay.
So if there's something you want to learn about your life. Is there somebody you want to connect to?
My husband or my brother?
Just give me a first name of your husband.
John.
Lisa, do you remember him getting nauseated?
Very.
Very sick?
Yes, he was.
Okay. Hold on real quick. Did you try giving him like mint or something to calm the stomach down? Because I keep wanting to intake something you're giving to calm the stomach.
Well, I mean, I did give him, the things that he needed for his condition.
Was he taking like a med for nausea?
Oh, yes.
Okay, because I keep wanting, like each time I get something in my stomach, I see you handing it and me taking it. So it's like this repeat of like, oh, pill.
Unfortunately, he took a lot.
Okay. He's trying to express something to you. I almost want to cry. He is so grateful to you. for helping him through that time. Like, he just keeps going like this. So grateful for such a strong woman who is so bright and smart, and she helped me through this. And he said there were times that I know I could see it on her face. This was hard to do. This was a hard job to do. And he said he's so grateful that he had, because he understands that there's so many people in the world that don't have somebody like you by their side. And he said how grateful he was that you agreed to help him.
I'm going to do it all over again.
There's like this comfy, like you're like the comfy blanket to the miserable rainy day. I hate this day. You're the blanket that like, made it all better. That's how he shows me that. Was he having trouble with his legs? He's like moving his feet at me and his legs.
Well, as a result of his condition, he ended up having neuropathy, so he was very unsteady, especially towards the end.
Right. Yeah, he keeps just trying to move his feet at me to like show me something going on that he didn't like. Was your brother a jokester?
Yeah.
Sarcastic goofball?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he just came in. He's trying to lighten up the mood, apparently. We're being too serious for him. He said, "Man, do I miss her." You were like,
and I could see him saying it like that.
Thing one, thing two. That's how I see you guys. Do you want to ask them anything?
Well, I guess they're together. I don't know, I just want to make sure that they're okay, and, that they're with me. And, just, I guess I just wanted to know what's in store for me, my future now.
Okay, well, I am, your husband is showing me, you're not sleeping good, are you?
No, not really. Was it the bags? No, again.
No, he stands at the foot of the bed or wherever you're sleeping. I keep like seeing a light on. Are you having the TV on? Is that what that?
Yes. Yes, I sleep with the TV. Yeah.
Going on, and he just stands at the foot of the bed and just shakes because he sees you tossing, turning. You can't get comfortable. 1 minute you're asleep, you wake up and you're like, oh, it's like you can't stay asleep. He says he sees all this going on. So, see, the thing is, I hold them to a higher standard. So when you say, I just want to know they're around me, I ask them to show me something to prove and confirm that they are around you. So your husband is watching you do this at night.
Yeah.
I'm going to suggest that you take a amethyst tumbled, put it in water, wait about 15 minutes, and drink it an hour before bed, or even a half an hour before bed, and see if that doesn't like start calming you. Think of it as like a vitamin you're taking at night. Just drink the water and just see what happens. Also, if you're going to have the TV on, because I'm the same way, I have to have something on. You know those like masks for your puffy eyes, and they have like eucalyptus or something in them? I put that on my face, and I don't even see the TV flashing. I can hear it, but it won't bother me my sleep. So try that as well. Okay.
Okay.
It does work because I'm the same way. I have to have a TV on. That's why I knew that what he was showing me, because I'm like, that looks like my bedroom because of the flashing lights and everything. That's me. Okay. Okay, your brother wants you to, oh my God, he's so funny. You're to pay attention for the pencil to drop. just randomly, there's going to be a pencil that drops in front of you, like off your desk somehow. Like you're like, wait a minute, how'd that get there?
Right.
Yeah, it's almost like he messes with you like that. He like moves stuff, like something will be on the table and all of a sudden it's on the floor and you're like, how'd that get there? He does this all the time to you for some reason.
Okay, so I'll pay attention.
Pay attention. Yeah. So funny. Yeah, your husband just keeps repeating, thank you.
Oh, he's so sweet.
Yeah, he's so taken back by everything you did. Because technically, deep down, you didn't have to.
I feel like it wasn't even enough or a lot. And he used to say that, you know, when he was alive, he used to say that. And I was like, you know, you would do the same for me. That's the way it works. You know?
Yeah, he's so taken back by you.
Thank you.
Do you want to ask them anything else? Or are you good?
Just tell them I love them, although they can hear it, right? So.
Yeah, they can hear. How long have you been following me?
A couple of years now.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Yeah.
The first time I'm seeing your face.
Yep. And usually the hair is brown. I just haven't done it in a while.
It's not like Yvonne. I keep telling her, just let it in. Let it go. Naturally.
I'm probably at that point now, yeah.
You should see the look she's giving me right now. Well, Lisa, I hope you have a good night. And keep talking.
I really appreciate it.
They hear you. Just keep talking.
Great. Thank you so much.
Meet you. You're welcome.
Bye, and again, I don't know how to stop it.
I don't know how either.
Oh, wait, leave one. Okay, got it.
All right. So we have accomplished that when you guys come on, you guys have to leave. Okay.
Is there anybody on Instagram?
That's what I'm looking. Instagram, it's your turn now.
Maybe kind of reiterate what you're doing.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Kind of just like, since you've been helping a lot of new people,
Mm-hmm.
maybe do something that you're doing.
Oh, yeah. So those of you on Instagram that would like to ask a question and come on video, let me know, because it's your turn. Ooh. Well, I think I realized why I got sick before the live. Okay, there's no one on Instagram saying anything. Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. Okay. Manda Panda 22. Panda. Let me see if I can find you. There you are. Yay. Ooh, somebody's driving. Beep, beep. All right. What's your question, Manda Panda?
Who is sending me 911? I've been seeing it for years.
Okay. All right, hold on. It is your guide, so I'm going to give you the message. Once you understand the message, then you should start to see that change. Okay, so the feeling I'm getting is that you need to take more control of your life. It's almost like there's too many people involved and you can't think for yourself. There's this chit chat. So the 911 is from your guides telling you to take more responsibility and better control of your life. Like, you will benefit from it, but you have to take the steps towards what you want to do, not what everybody else wants you to do. You see? That's the 911. So when you see the 911, it means that you're thinking or you're in the middle of doing something that somebody else wants you to do that you deep down are like, I really don't want to do this. That means 911, guess what? Change it. You don't have to. Taking back control of your life. So that's the 911. That's your main guide sending you that. They're trying to help you to see a different perspective, that you can say no without having somebody be mad at you. Because if they're mad at you, then they're really not caring about your emotions. Do you see?
Oh, okay.
So,
I know exactly who that is.
yeah. Did you want to ask her anything towards the 911? Or no?
I don't even know how or what to ask.
Okay, next time you see the 911, she's saying pay close attention to what's happening, like what you're saying, what you're doing, and then go off the feelings that you deep down want to happen. So like, let's say, for example, somebody says, hey, I need $20 for this. This is just an example. And you see the 911 like within the matter of like a couple minutes, and you're like, whoa, okay, I really can't do the 20, so I'm going to try to find the words, the right proper words to say to this person. I really can't do 20. Is there a way you can try to get it from like your mom or your dad, because I can't financially do it? So they're trying to show you, just find the right words to say how you're feeling. But she's also putting out that if that person doesn't understand, then they really don't care about your emotions. And then you might want to rethink that relationship with them. Okay? All right. You're welcome. You're welcome. I think you have to end it. I don't know how.
Okay. Did I do it? Oh, I didn't do it.
Oh, thanks, Mom. Lauren. Oh. Yay, she did it. Okay. Lauren. Okay, Lauren Mockridge. Lauren Mockridge. You're welcome, Amanda. Yes, it is open readings on whoever comes on. Lauren, do you want to invite me onto your camera? And then Evie will be on Instagram next.
Tell them they have to say, I want to come on and ask a question. That would help.
Yeah, you guys can just say, I want to come on to ask a question. Let's try to keep it to one question, guys, so that everybody has a chance to come on. Oh, there's lots of activity probably behind me. I'm used to it. Lauren Mockgraf. Let me see if she invited me. Let's see. Nope, not yet. I just can't find.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see her coming up at all. Now this is just a taste of how the community coaching calls are going to work. They're going to be on Zoom, even though we will film it live on Facebook and Instagram for everybody to watch. But to join the cosmic, oh my God, I swear Maria keeps changing it to cosmic coaching call. I might even change it to that. It's so funny. That you can buy the ticket to be on the Zoom, okay? Okay, Lauren isn't coming on. I don't see her. Oh, there she is. There she is. I got it now. There we are. Oh. Can't bring Lauren Mockridge on camera. They can't join your broadcast at this time. Okay, that's weird. Lauren, it says you can't come on. I'm getting like a no. Here, I'm going to screenshot this so you guys... Lauren, I'm going to have it sent to you by my team, just so you can see what I'm seeing. Okay. Let's do Evie, because she's been asking. Oh, no. Oh, cancel that. Okay. Hi, Abby. How are you?
Good, how are you doing? I'm sitting by the window. My internet is horrible.
Abby, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
No. It's really low.
Nothing?
I can slightly hear you.
Okay. I just wanted to know if any of my spirits are coming through. Like, I've had a lot of people pass away. I've had a lot of people who passed away, and I just wonder if they're around me sometimes, if I get a lot of numbers.
Okay. So wait, who passed away?
I've had 2 young men that were, like, sons to me. And my father-in-law.
Evie, I'm so sorry. I can't hear anything. All I heard was something about seeing numbers, but I can't make out. It's so low. Can you turn the volume up on your phone, maybe?
Hold on.
It's not working. I have an idea. Maybe some... Evie, why don't you end the video and type out what you want to ask me, and we'll go from there. We'll do it that way. I just noticed this thing is...
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Okay.
I came outside. My internet is horrible, so I'm hoping to get through this.
Okay.
I've had a lot of losses. Like, I've had 2 young men that were like sons to me who passed away.
Okay.
My father-in-law. And I feel my father-in-law all the time. And he comes to me, and I believe it's him because he comes to me in 333s.
Okay.
Is that him? Is it him?
The 333?
Yes.
Okay, let me get with him and ask. What can I call you? Is it Evie? Or Evelyn?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's Evie? Okay.
No, Evie, you got it.
Evie, okay.
Yeah.
I have a question. Do you ever feel like there's a itchy spot on your face?
Yes.
Okay. He does that because he just did it to me. He does that to you. Okay, the 333 is the divine source trinity that he's trying to show you that he's in heaven, he made it, he's there, everything's fine, everything's good.
Awesome.
the two sons, was one more outgoing, the other one was more of an introvert?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I have both of them, because the one was like eager to come in and the other one was like, okay.
Oh my God, yes. Yes. Yes.
And the father-in-law is just kind of standing there with them like, okay, I guess we're doing this.
Yes.
Now, the reason he shows you the 333, again, he's trying to show you that everything's going to be okay. He's there. He sees you. He's with everyone that he needs to be with, and that they're all looking down on you, and they're in the Trinity of Heaven is kind of like the resemblance of this number. I call this the spirit number, only because the 3 is so dominant when it comes to religion, spirituality, God, Jesus, representing the 3 coming into one. I do want to check one thing though. Yeah, mind, body, spirit.
I also have an aunt, and she was very, she was psychic, and she always told me I had the gift, but I don't tune in, and I don't know how, so.
Now, here's the thing. You can have a gift that's embedded into your soul, but not every lifetime are you going to use it. Do you see?
Okay.
You can have that aura about you where you've had used it in many lifetimes over and over again.
Yes.
This could be the lifetime where you're just not projecting it because you've learned it so much that you just, you're like, maybe not this lifetime. But it's like it's like an odor. Like if your aunt wore the same perfume every day and she passed away and you started smelling that perfume, it's the same thing. It's a projection. It's a mirroring of who you are deep down. But this might be not the lifetime.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Do you feel like you've blocked it? Did you use it at one point? Okay.
Yes, I feel like back in my lifetime somewhere I was.
Okay.
I'm
definitely getting that. You definitely got into the Wiccan stuff, the herbal stuff, helping people.
Yes, because it seems like I feel their presence. Like I'm very sensitive. Sometimes I get this bad feelings of something's going to happen, and it don't happen then. But 2 days later, someone was in a car accident. That's how I lost my one son. And then it was like, boom, I tried to call him, wake him up, and it happened. Yeah. And I get these, and I don't know how to internalize them.
Some gifts are projection of premonition, which is basically, to sum it up, it's heaven's way of, saying that you're tapping into the soul contract of someone else. This is somebody that's able to do that actually can have access to Akashics, and the Hall of Akashics, and stepping into the Hall of Akashics, you have access to those records, whereas somebody else doesn't have the clearance to do so. Not everybody has the clearance to do so. Unless they're in heaven, then they have access to it. But if you're here on Earth, not everyone's going to have access to that, because they could do whatever they want with somebody else's life by doing that. So you have to be very careful, like, who you deal with when they say they can get into there. It's just like, be wary of it.
Yes.
Okay, so I kind of do want to tap into the one life, why you're feeling this, like, premonitioning. Because they started showing me the life where you started actually wielding that gift into a perfection, and why you're feeling fair with it now. Because you obviously brought that fear into this lifetime with you, so you must have did something that you didn't agree with that gift. So let me find out what that is.
Okay.
Oh, that's interesting. Are you drawn to ruins?
Do what?
Are you drawn to ruins?
No.
The crystals that have the markings, the different symbols on them?
No.
Okay.
I have crystals, but
Not the markings, okay. Are you drawn to symbols?
yes.
Okay.
I feel that that's the part of me being Puerto Rican, like the Taínos Indian.
Okay. The life where I see you wielding this, okay, so the life I see you in is a Viking life. You were a type of Viking healer. That's the best way I can describe what they had you doing. Basically,
Okay.
you were part of a clan, part of a tribe. And what they had you doing, because you started becoming so good at it at a very young age, roughly around the age 8, you started becoming very good at, so basically, let's say the tribe or the clan is starting to walk somewhere. And you get this feeling of like,
Okay.
something's going to happen, there's another tribe, and I think they're going to attack us. And everybody's like, oh, you're talking nonsense, you're just 8. And then all of a sudden it happened. So what they started doing,
yes.
what they started doing was they had another healer work with you to perfect this gift that you had. And throughout the years, you started getting better and better at it. And what they would do is have you let them know, like if they're going off cross seas to like fight a battle with another clan or something, they would come to you and say, okay, what's going to happen? What do you see happening with this? Blah, blah, blah. What happened though that made you be fearful towards the end is you kind of stopped listening, and you started becoming proud, a little too proud in the gift. And you said something to one of the leaders about something happening, and you said something along the lines of, no, they tell me you should be fine going this way instead of this way, but really he should have been this way instead of this way, and they all got killed. Okay. And then all of a sudden you started going inside yourself like, oh my God, I just had all those people go the wrong way, and it started really wearing on your soul. So you brought it into this life, so you're like very fearful of using it now.
Yes. Yes.
And the symbols,
totally.
the symbols that I see around you is these ruins. Sometimes you would take out the old Viking elk ruins to kind of get more clarity. And this is where the symbols come in. This is why you're drawn to the symbols. So I would actually start kind of looking into ruins and see if this doesn't bring up some like memories to help heal that past. Okay. You're not as fearful using your gift in this way. Okay?
Yes.
Very cool. Very cool light. You had a very cool light doing that. They really looked towards you, yeah, as a responsible person to keep them safe. Yeah.
Yes.
But just it always goes back to
right on.
It always goes back to, if you have a gift, never get too proud to stop listening. Yeah, keep your ego in check. That's what I always tell people. Keep your ego in check. Because it always gets you in trouble.
I want to be in the background. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Makes perfect sense. Wow. Okay.
So
Thank you.
You're welcome. Very happy to meet you.
All right. Yes. Okay. Bye.
Bye, honey.
Thank you for your gift.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay. Soon. Bye.
Bye. There we go. All right. Okay. Oh my God, look at all. Lauren, did Lauren ever figure out?
She didn't say.
Oh, okay. I'm really, hold on. Sue Chaplin. I'm really drawn to Sue Chaplin. Mm-hmm. Sue Chaplin. Oh, there you are. Huh. Oh. Okay. Sue, it says that you need to download the latest version of Facebook app. So what I would tell you is maybe after the live, you know, delete Facebook and then re-download it. Re-download it. Okay, let's see. Allison Eccles, can you do the invite? I mean, you can try to download it now, Sue. I just didn't want you to miss the show, but you can definitely try to download it now. Try to download the newest version, and then I can try to get you on. Okay, I see everybody on the Instagram. I have to flip-flop. We're flip-flopping between Facebook and Instagram. Hello, Kathy. Sue, there's someone on Instagram that said if you go to your apps and check for available updates, it should do the trick for that way. Okay, here we go with Allison. There we go. Hi, Allison. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? It's good to see you back.
Thanks. It's nice to be back. Okay.
I can feel that.
What is your question for me?
My question is actually a little bit on doing some deep shadow work.
Okay.
What is maybe the best way to, other than like journaling, but is there a better way to maybe get some of that, those thoughts out, maybe without putting them out in the
In a journal?
You know, yeah, or just in between you and yourself. What's
Okay. Let me get with your guides and see what they say. Okay.
okay?
Okay, Allison, they want you to take one thing that you consider a shadow piece of yourself and work with only that at a time until you feel that you've perfected it to a point that you're comfortable with it not being part of a shadow for you. Then you can move on to another one. But this is how you're going to be able to do it without having to write things down. Is just take one part of yourself that you'd like to get to know better, you would like to release, you'd like to share, and work with it one-on-one, bringing, I keep seeing a skinny black candle being lit. And it's a protection candle that works with your shadow work.
Yes.
I don't know if you're working with a black candle of protection that is like for shadow work, or
I have it for protection and the black tourmaline. So I have the black candle and the black tourmaline with me when I do it.
okay. Because they keep going back to this candle that it's actually doing what it's supposed to be doing for you, because you set its intention and it's actually doing it. So apparently you're to continue working with this candle. I'm even seeing you like kneeling in front of it or sitting in front of it with your head down and just projecting this shadow piece onto the candle and working with like even fire energy, because fire energy just really puts like a whole other aspect on the shadow piece for you doing this kind of energy work. Your cosmic guides.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Well, they keep showing me that this is all this. The shadow work is like an illusion of the physical. That if you can see that the shadow parts are just, okay. So like a blanket of patchwork. That's almost like you took scissors and like cut holes into your blanket of patchwork of who you are, and you were like, yeah, this, I don't like that. Oh no, I don't like that. They're almost like telling you to take those pieces and sew them back onto the blanket, because that is who you are.
Okay.
And if somebody doesn't like the blanket and doesn't want to be covered with the blanket, then they're in their own reality. They're not in your reality, and it's all an illusion. Did you ever really know that?
Okay.
They really know you?
No.
So
no.
That's where they're.
I would be better on myself, yeah.
So that's what they're getting at. And I actually don't see you by yourself. I see you really transforming and working with getting to know who you are. You're on this like self-discovery of like, I almost see you with like your backpack and your little notebook, and you're like, I want to get to know me. And the right person comes along, and he's got his backpack, and you guys are backpacking together, and you're like getting to know each other. But I think by the end of this like self-discovery, you're gonna start seeing what you want in your life that isn't an illusion, that it's got to be real. And if that person isn't real, then there's no sense of continuing, because it's just an illusion.
Very good. Okay. Much better.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get those pieces back together now.
Just see that's you. You came in like that, and that's your blanket, and you can't cut the pieces you don't like out, because basically you're cutting them out for other people, not for yourself. So if somebody doesn't like your pieces, then they don't like the whole blanket. You see where I'm going? Then they don't really know you.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I see much better how that works now.
It's all mindful. It's like a mind game here half the time. So
thank you so much. So much.
You're welcome.
Very helpful. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Bye, honey.
Bye.
Okay, who do we have next here? Okay, Mary Yaps. What? Oh, I know.
I got 3 more here too.
Okay, Mary, are you on here, honey? Mary Yates? Yates. Yates. Like I feel like it's like a camp. Mary, you're a camel now. The Yates camel. Mary Yates camel. God, what is wrong with you tonight? Okay, Bridget Gray. I'm going to wait for Melissa to come on. I'm going to go to Bridget Grace real quick. Okay. Let's see. There she is.
Oh, hello. Hang on. I don't know what I'm doing. You're seeing my dirty dresser. Hang on.
I see your dresser.
Oh, there we go.
Hello.
There we go.
Bridget,
hello.
You might want to clean your dresser off a little bit.
I know. Well, it has all my crystals on it right now because I don't have my altar done.
Okay, is that in your bedroom?
Yes.
No wonder you're not sleeping.
Is that why?
Yeah. That's way too much energy in one bedroom.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
Get some baskets, start taking them out of the bedroom. Her dresser looked like our shop.
Yeah, it's full. It's full, yeah.
Okay, Bridget, what is your question for me?
What does my guides, do they have any messages for me for what they are showing me? Does that make sense?
No. Rephrase that.
I see a lot of numbers.
Okay. What number?
Consecutive numbers. 333, 555, 222. Even like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, now here's what they're trying to do to you. Now, as opposed to somebody that's seeing 333 only, and not a bunch of repeating 3-3s, 5-5s, 4-4s, things like that, they're showing you one number and they keep repeating it because you're not getting the message. So let's start with, I don't know why your guide wants me to go right to the number 5. So we're going to review number 5. Now, guys, I just want to put out that I might be looking at my list of numbers for someone, but please keep in mind that their message for that number might not be the same message for you. It's just like Oracle cards. Just because I get one card, it's not going to have the same meaning for you as it would for somebody else. Okay. Okay, so your number 5 is basically you coming out of this negative mind frame and kind of looking at life as a joyride, because I feel like your guides are trying to show you that you're being too serious. And they want you to think of it as a joyride of all kinds of experiences that they want you to experience. That life is a mystery, and that's the whole point, is to figure out the mysteries and be excited about them, because they're all a mystery. And what's the funnest thing to do on this earth is figure out a crime, who did it, what happened. Yeah. You know, everybody gets excited. It's the same thing with life. Preparing for new adventures is another thing. New things coming into your life. Don't think of them as like Debbie Downer. Oh, they're after me. They want you to see things in a new light. Like, okay, what's this person about to teach me? What am I going to learn from them? Yeah. And if they're toxic, then that's your decision to keep continuing to figure out what they're teaching you, or walk away and step away. So that's where your choice is. But allow them to come in just a little bit to show you a little bit of who they are, and then make the decision if you want to go a little further, or back off. Don't think of it as like, okay, yeah, that person just, figure out why they're there, because they're there for a reason. You had them there in your soul contract, so figure out why they're there. Let's take a look at your 2. It comes back to adventures, finding out the truth of why things are happening. Yeah. You know, who's bringing truth to you, who isn't bringing truth to you. It's like a call to action as to, okay, you're pulling these things in. Okay, now what truth are they to show you? What's the truth behind all of it? What's the reality? Is there a duality? Is there a balance here somehow that's going to bring balance and duality to my life? I
have a little bit of history repeating itself in one portion of my life right now.
And do you see how the numbers are repeating too?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you didn't learn the first time.
Negative. Yeah. It was very negative the first time. And I'm testing that a little bit right now to where I feel uneased. Yep. And it's with my work. So I'm kind of testing the waters of how far I go and kind of what to do next.
And it's your ultimate choice to continue keep going in more, or walking away and stepping out. So that's where your free will comes in. No one can take your free will of learning. These are your choices. But basically, it's the number 2 is a better understanding of a path and understanding the truth behind it. That's what that means. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why they did the 1, 2, 3, 4, because they're like, okay, listen, we're repeating these numbers for a reason. So that's why they keep showing you double, double, but it's really just the first number because you're not getting the message. So they're like, 3, 3, 3, will you please look up 3?
I see that number actually every single morning I get up.
Okay, now the 3. Okay, your 3 is a spiritual awakening being revealed. It's existing in the divinity of life and understanding why you're here. So the second you get out of bed, you see this number, it's breathe in who you are and understand that this is a spiritual awakening life for you. You actually came here to learn how to spiritually awaken and deal with certain experiences.
And I get that. I do.
It's like the second you step out of bed, you're seeing this occurrence over and over again. Okay, I'm transitioning. Every move I make, it's going to change me. I just got to keep going and keep going further.
It's taking that next step that I've struggled with. It's like I know what I'm supposed to do, and I just haven't done it.
And that's where you want to question why.
Fear?
Yeah. You can't let fear will dictate you till the end of time. And what you're just going to keep doing is repeating because you're not letting go of the fear. Okay. Here's what I'm going to ask you. What would happen if you just took a chance?
I do. I think that because it's like I feel like I'm stuck because I'm not doing what I know I'm supposed to do.
Right. You got to take a chance, let go of the fear, because that's just mainly dark controlling what you learn. And you can't let it control what you learn. Because you're the one going to be repeating, not dark.
Yeah. Too, like, I get hung up on what other people think. And I don't have many that support me, so.
Well, we support you, and I think you should.
I let that hold me back.
Yeah. I think you need to take a chance on yourself and not let other people dictate who you are. Because they're not the one. They're not the one that's going. In the end, when you pass away, they're not going to be the one reliving the life that you did. You're going to be the one doing that.
Right. Yeah.
Think when you make these decisions. Think back to imagining yourself in heaven standing, and you're doing a life review of your life, and put this instance in front of you as if you're projecting it out in front of you, and you're learning from it again, and say, shit, I should have just went after it. I should have just did this. I should have.
Yeah.
Project, like, put the situation in front of you as if you're like a third person watching, and see how you feel from a third perspective view of as if you're watching your life on a VCR or a movie screen. And
I dream like that sometimes.
So they're trying to tell you to do it in real life now. Okay. Project those experiences in front of you and see how you would change it in that sense.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bridget, doesn't she have stuff here? Bridget, you got stuff here. You might want to stop.
I do, and I just haven't made it up that way.
Well, chop, Letty. Chop.
I have it in the back.
And I just ordered more yesterday. So.
Were you the one that got the malachite?
Yeah.
I just picked it out today. We just redid the whole shop. Like, it's all done. It's brand new stuff. Yeah.
You still have the big crystal trees?
I have one left.
Do you?
And it's the nice one, too.
Is it really? I've been eyeballing it, honestly, but, I don't know.
It's Yvonne's favorite one.
Isn't it?
It's really nice. Yeah. Oh, we got a bunch of crystal trees in, actually. There's a whole shelf of them. Yeah. small, big, mediums. Like there's so many.
Ooh.
Yeah. We have a whole shelf of them.
I'll be in definitely to check it all out.
It's really nice. We really did up the shop up this time. Yeah, this is really, really done up now. Yeah.
I will be in to check it out and pick up all my my orders.
Yes. Yeah, you have to see the shop. We just really did it up. It's so, like, we just got done with it today. And I still have to, the label maker ran out of tape, so I had to order more tape. And I have to do that tomorrow when it shows up. So I'm going to be in there doing all that work. It's crazy, but yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll make it in on Friday.
Yeah, we'll be here.
We'll see. Yeah, I can't do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's Damon's birthday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, can't do that. Can't do that tomorrow. So.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and I'll see you soon.
Okay, and you have to end it. I don't have
Bye, everyone. Oh, I have to end it? Okay.
See you Friday, Bridget.
How do I do it?
I don't know.
Oh, geez, we'll figure it out here. I'm not computer savvy.
Is there like an X?
Oh, yeah.
There you go. If I hit my X, it just X's the whole thing out. I can't do that. Norma. Is Mary on?
I don't know. Let me see here.
Can you inbox her?
I don't know how to do that.
Here, wait, I'll do it.
Yeah, because no, she didn't respond on here.
I know.
Maybe she's not on.
Oh, my battery's gonna die on my computer. X is the exit, okay. All right, cool. All right. You're welcome, Bridget.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see one of hers.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring on Sue, I think. Sue, you have to do the invite. Oh, wait. Maybe I can ask. Can I ask? No, I can't. Okay, let me. Yep. Oh, there she is. There she is. And then I'll do Mary. Oh, no. It won't let me, Sue. It says you have to download the latest version of Facebook app. We had a special guest tonight, but she couldn't make it. So we're trying to get her in for next Tuesday. Her story is amazing. She actually interviewed me in my house on a live. She worked for a radio station, and she just came into the shop today. She recently committed suicide, died, had an experience, and she is now teaching people about what she saw. So I would love to bring her on. Her name's Wendy, so hopefully we'll be able to get her on next Tuesday. We shall see, and you guys can hear her story. Oh, yay, okay. Mary, can you add yourself to the list? Yeah, Vicky, she's amazing. Her story is amazing. When she was telling me her story, I could see it all playing out, but it's just, I want you guys to hear it. It's pretty amazing. Okay, Anne, we're making a list of people wanting to be on, so. But this is just to give you guys a little preview of how the Cosmic Coaching Call or Community Coaching Call will work. And the ticket's $9.99. It'll be on Zoom, but we will be airing it live on Facebook and Instagram for everybody to see. Pretty cool. I don't see her on the list yet. Mom, I'm talking about. I have another thing here. This phone's now starting to die. There's so much energy that it's. There we go. Okay, so you have to invite yourself to the live, Mary. I think it's one of these things down here, like with the person with the arrow or the person with the little TV screen. Thank you, Charlotte. Let me get you guys the March community coaching call or cosmic coaching call. Will be March 31st at 7. It's a Thursday, and it will be through Zoom. There she is. Okay, gotcha. All right. Ooh. Hello.
Sister, what's up?
What's up?
I was like, what do you mean list? Oh, duh, get on the live.
Where's my bacon?
What? Bacon's too darn expensive anymore. You're not getting any bacon.
Mary, damn.
Dean said $8 a pound. You ain't getting any.
I'll buy it if you cook it.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your question?
So it's like my mom's been having dreams. She dreamt of my grandfather, my dad's dad, which she has never really dreamt of him, and he's been gone 30-something years, I believe. And also dreamt of her own dad, who's been gone probably 20-something years. She dreams of him every once in a while, but she said these dreams are bad dreams. And my grandfather, which my dad's dad, was like they were having his funeral, but he was alive in the casket. And he was talking to people, and they were getting ready to bury him, and it was just really weird.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about the dream with her dad?
Yeah, she didn't tell me it. She just said it was bad.
Okay. See, the dreams aren't coming. She's taking them as bad, but they're not bad. There's a message there. So by him being alive in the casket, he's saying this has gone away, but I'm still alive. Do you get what? I was at the funeral. I saw my burial. I know what's happened to me. I'm okay. I'm crossed over. But she takes it as bad, but he's actually internalizing a moment in time where he's saying, I was there during that timeline, but I'm alive and I'm well and I'm living and I'm still communicating with everyone.
I think the reason why she's taking it as bad is because every time she dreams of somebody, something happens. You know, her and her, she has the powers too.
Yeah.
A lot of hers are in her dreams, so she has the premonitions of what's going to happen, and she has not dreamt of him since he passed away 30-something years ago, and all of a sudden she just dreamt of him.
But see, do you see the difference between her dreaming of somebody and something happening and somebody already passed, nothing happens? See the difference?
What do you mean?
Okay, so if she dreams of somebody that passed, there's a message there. But if she's dreaming of somebody that's already living and she dreams of them, then it means that there might be something bad that might happen in their timeline as they're living. Do you see?
Okay, I see what you're saying.
There's a difference there. So these are messages. When she dreams of the ones that have already crossed over, there's a message there. And it doesn't necessarily mean the negative one.
When she's dreaming, so when she dreams of Rena, a lot.
Yeah.
Rena always comes to her, though, as a kid or as a baby.
Because she reincarnated.
Like, I was going to say, is that her saying she reincarnated?
And she's
you know what I mean?
Tabs on mom.
And she's what?
Still keeping tabs on mom.
Oh, I'm sure she is. I'm sure 100%.
Yeah.
So, okay, so she's
I would go as far as her even talking about Tina to her new mom in this new lifetime that she's in. It kind of goes back to the, do you ever see those videos or those shows where the mom comes on and she's like, yeah, my son started talking about his mother, but I'm his mother. Like, it's kind of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Does Rena have any messages for us? We haven't talked to her in a long time.
Let me see what, let me pull her forward.
Okay. Especially for Lexi.
She definitely comes straightforward as when your mom sees her, is she roughly around the age of 2 to 4?
Yeah.
Okay. That's how she's coming to me too. Just full of vibrance and excitable energy. She came to me, God, when I got real sick.
When you were in for your gallbladder?
No, this was recent. This was when I was, yeah, I'm still recovering, but she came to me and she brought me back to that moment we were in the hallway and she was flatlining those 7 times.
Yeah.
And she had said that if you hadn't yelled at her, she would have just left. Because she was supposed to leave at that moment. And you yelled at her and she went back.
Oh, jeez.
So she brings me back to that moment all the time. She said, I feel like it would have been easier on them if had I left that moment. Because it just elongated the fact that I wasn't coming back. Yeah.
I can understand that.
She keeps going back to that moment. She's like, I shouldn't have listened to her. She's like, I feel like I made it worse by staying. Yeah, she says she kept trying to leave because she was told that was the moment that was best for her to go. Is Lexi being hard on herself? I keep hearing being hard on herself.
Yeah.
Don't tell me.
Yeah.
I just want to try to get the most I can out of that message real quick here.
Okay.
I feel like when she does something, she goes in her head and goes, I wonder if Rena would have done this. Like she questions sometimes, like, I wonder if Rena's watching that.
I just asked Lexi and she shook her head like, yeah, kind of, sometimes.
She says she hears her saying it. She says she answers her too, but I don't think she's picking up that she's answering her. Is Lexi is about to make a decision? I feel like something's coming up in her path. She has to make a decision.
She made a big decision 2 weeks ago, but she's now going career-wise.
Okay, because she's talking about the big decision, how she's being hard on herself, how everything's going to go the way she wants it to. I feel this fear and hold back, but excitement. It's almost like this, back and forth. It's unpolarized. It's unbalanced. There's a little worry.
Could she just be, I'm trying to think of the word, like what she did was what she was supposed to do. And that was what you're talking about. Like she was worried. She didn't know this and that, what she just went through.
Yeah.
Like that could be what she's seeing as the big decision.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I'm seeing everything is going to pan out the way she wants.
Does she see if Lexi is what
No,
she's going to do for a job?
I'm not talking to Rena about it. I'm talking to guides because Rena can't because she doesn't have access to Lexi's contract. But go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry.
So her guide then, what should she be looking for work-wise? Like what what kind of work is she supposed to be looking for. She doesn't know what she wants to do yet. She thought she did, but with COVID, the medical field is not going to be what she wants to do.
I'm actually going more towards, I keep seeing communications. Something with communication. I do see her typing, and there's communications going on.
If it has to do with talking on the phone, you don't know her very well.
No, not talking on the phone. It's through computer
stuff.
Some kind of computer communication. And this doesn't necessarily mean like talking on the phone. This could even be some kind of programming for computers. But I do see her having like an office. She's doing some kind of computer work. There's a lot of communication with internalizing computer work.
She gave me a scrunchy face on that.
Lex is supposed to be doing a book later.
Lexi's doing a book?
Yeah, I see. It has to do with Rena.
She just said, I always said I wanted to write a book about my life.
Yeah, Rena's in it.
Rena was supposed to write a book, too.
And actually, she can get with Rena. Like, I can communicate what Rena wants to portray in the book. That could also help open that communication dialogue to place those things in the book. Okay, that's the computer. That's communication. That's the computer. That's what I'm seeing.
That's the book.
That's the book. Yeah, that's the book. Because there's a lot of like internalizing communication through the computer. Okay. Has she kind of started floating some thoughts in her head about the book?
Have you really been thinking about the book? She said she thinks of different things that she would write in it or write about, here and there, but
honestly, I'm going to be honest, I see her doing this sooner than later.
So she should probably start keeping like a journal of different things as they come along or whatever.
Or start writing it. Like do a couple pages for chapter 1, next day do a little bit more, so on and so forth. Because the journal, if she just journalizes parts and pieces, it's not really going to get her anywhere. It's just going to keep holding her off writing the full book. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just going to be like, oh, this book I have ideas in.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
If she writes a little bit each time, then she can see the flow and the direction she wants to take the book then.
Okay. Oh, she would like you to ask Rena to send her more signs.
Is she paying attention to her back tingling?
Your back tingling? What are you looking at me like that for?
Because that happens too often.
She said that happens too often.
Especially when I'm sleeping.
Especially when she's sleeping, she said.
Yes, that's her way of being around. That's her sign. It's not about how many signs, that is her sign.
That is the sign that she's with you.
That is her sign.
See? She's probably with you more than anybody.
And not only that, if she starts writing this book, she'll start noticing it kicking up more.
Oh, yeah. For sure. She'll be connecting with Rena more.
Mm-hmm. And can you get a message to Tina and let her know that Rena just misses her?
She might be watching, actually, my mom.
I keep getting like this missing her hugs. She's around her energy. She doesn't miss her energy. She misses her physical hugs.
Rena misses my mom.
And the food. Rena just said the food.
That's so funny because Abbas, the youngest, said, no, I don't, when you pass away, I don't want your money. I want your recipes. He's so funny. He wants her. She goes, but Abbas, I don't write recipes down. I'm Italian. I just cook. I don't know what to write down. And you wouldn't be able to understand my Italian recipes. Oh, that's so funny. So do you have any messages for her kids before we go?
Don't fall apart. Keep staying together. I feel like the one is really trying too hard to be who she wants to be. I don't know if you know where I'm going with that. I feel this like I need to be a certain way, but I want to be this way. Who's the bossy one? Is that the bossy?
Who's saying? Well, I don't know. Who would you say is bossy? Hussein, Fatima. They're all bossy, but with each other. But I think Hussein is Hussein's 16 and he is the man. He stepped up. Oh, is he 17? Yeah. Oh goodness gracious, I lost a year.
This like very bossy, dominant energy.
I'd say Fatima's the bossiest because she's the girl. You know what I mean? But they all came out.
I'm getting more masculine energy with that though.
Okay, then it would be probably the oldest Hussein, but they are all doing really good, and you know they're good kids growing up.
Yeah, they just have to keep sticking together.
They do. They're very close, which I'm glad.
Yeah, that's rare you see that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it was the experience that they went through that keeps them that way.
Okay. And then tell Rena to keep an eye on my dad. Mr. Stubborn.
He is, and if I hear anything more with that, I'll let you know.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you for having me on.
You're welcome.
Right, now I got, I'm PDX.
Next time I will take some bacon.
Yep. Well, maybe we'll have you come out to Pittsburgh. You gotta let me know when you and your boys can come out.
As long as you got the bacon and the eggs going.
I thought you're buying the bacon and we're cooking it.
All right, I'll bring it with me.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thanks.
Awesome.
Bye, Yvonne.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Okay. It's so funny. Hi, Tina. She was watching. That's so funny. Okay. Let's see. Anybody on Instagram that wants a question? We don't have a whole lot of viewers left, I think. After so long on Instagram, they're like, yeah, I'm bowing out. they're on for an hour, and they're like, yeah, I'm going to get going. Okay, let me see, Sue. Let me see. Oh, I got you, Sue. We finally got Sue. Yay. Hi, Sue.
Hi, I made it.
Yay. All right, what you got for me?
I just want to know, I lost my son 10 years ago and my father 4 years ago. I want to know if they're both together and happy.
Okay. Is there a reason why you think they're not?
I still having questions of what really happened with my son.
Yeah, I got that. So you're wondering if he made it and he's with your father. That's the main question. Okay. So let me
He was always Grandpa's boy, so
okay. Let me I just want to get with him and see what he shows me, okay? Your son shows me quick, fast, trouble breathing. Do you know if there was a female around him when he passed?
Supposedly in the other room.
Okay. He keeps saying, Mom. Mom.
It was, these
Worry
just
too much.
my little boy.
You're always in your head. You worry too much. And he just keeps going, Mom, calm. He's pulling your father in. I want to get more on your father before I accept that it's the father. Your father was a strong influence.
Man of Steel.
Yeah,
Man of
this
Steel, my dad
I'll
was.
get military. Was he military?
No,
Wow.
weird. He was a farmer.
Okay,
He
has
was
that.
up until
He comes off like that military, like strength, endurance, perseverance.
teddy bear. Teddy bear. He give you the shirt off his back.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, yeah. Do you remember him giving advice, your father?
To
your son?
me?
You? Yeah.
Yep.
It's almost like you go to him and he goes, okay, no, this is what you do.
Yeah, and he was.
Okay.
He was. I was daddy's girl.
Yeah. It's so fun.
So.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, this is his way of kind of showing me I'm around the strong one that perseveres through anything. And he gave me lots of advice. Was your father funny?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
He had a sense of humor. Yeah, he had a little sense of humor to him.
Okay. You question your son's passing.
Yes.
As if
a lot.
It didn't go the way you think they say it did.
Yep.
You're right.
Many questions.
You're right to question it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's sending you that message that it didn't go the way they say it did, but I'm still okay, and that's why he keeps saying calm.
I know.
It's hard, but if you felt what your son's feeling, you would understand the balance of it all, of where he's coming from.
Right.
Because everything comes back around.
I know.
Duality, full circle.
It just hurts because you try to figure out what you could have done to change things.
It wasn't part of your path. It was part of his learning path, not yours. You couldn't have changed anything.
Right. So, can you just let them both know? Is there a message you can get to them? I know I say it.
They can hear
daily,
everything
but
that comes in your mind. But yes, you can go ahead and do that.
That I miss them both, and I love and miss them.
Your son's funny. He goes, "Ditto, Mom."
Yeah, he was a jokester. He would always, one minute he'd be standing on one side of you, and he'd be tapping you on the other shoulder, and it'd be like, what? Yeah, he was a jokester too. That's why I think him and my dad got along so well. So
he looked at your father's strength a lot. He saw that as something that he could work towards in life, even though he found himself in situations that he even himself questioned. You know what I mean?
Right.
Your son wants you to find peace. If there's anything that you take away from today's message, you need peace.
Okay.
He said it's not worth it in this lifetime.
I know.
He is where he needs to be, and he's exuberant where he's at.
Okay.
But
And that's what I needed to know also. So.
which is why he's trying to get you to calm. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, honey.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Oh, those are gut-wrenching. Okay, CMAT Wood. CMAT Wood. Let me see. On Instagram, we've got CMAT Wood. Oh, I have to say this. There we go. Oh, I have to say this. Oh. Whew. Okay. CMAT Wood. Did it work? Courtney, is it working? There it goes. Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. What is your question for me?
Okay, I had one question, but another one popped into my head, so I felt like I needed to ask this one.
Okay.
My son, a young child, always talks about, like, not always, but frequently will talk about, like, heaven and people that have passed away. And he'll just say, like, weird things. Like, this weekend he said, Mom, you know what I'm going to do for my birthday? I'm going to go to heaven. And that just, like, scared me. So I felt like I had to ask, like...
No, nothing's going to happen to him.
What does this all mean?
Okay, what's his first name?
Mason.
Okay. How old is he?
I'm sorry?
How old is he?
He is 5.
Okay. Has he talked about Jesus at all? Seeing him?
Never seeing anything. He's just, like, always talking about it. Like, heaven and, like, people who have passed. He'll talk about, like, people who have passed, but... You're laughing. You're making me nervous.
Your son has gifts, honey.
He also gets night terrors.
Yeah, that's because dark attacks children that have gifts and tries to sway them into not using them. That's the whole point.
Oh, okay.
I just had a young mother come in today, where her daughter, she thought her daughter was being plagued by a spirit, when reality her daughter's spirit guide is an African American ancestral brother from 3 generations of family from Africa that her daughter is from, and he has come to help her, and she doesn't understand why she's seeing this black guy in her room.
Yeah.
So based off of what me describing the black man, her mom knew, okay, yeah, she's seeing the same spirit as my daughter is. This has to be, like, you know, legit that he's there to help her.
Yeah.
And see, the main thing was he kept telling the little girl not to come into the bathroom because she apparently falls a lot. She's prone to falling, and he knew that if she would come into the bathroom, she'd fall. So she got scared that he was crouching under the sink, telling her not to come in. But he was crouching to get to her level to say, listen, don't come here. But she doesn't understand any of this. The young kids don't understand this. So your son, I want to get more on him because I'm getting a lot of light code energy with him. Do you ever hear him mumbling?
Not mumbling. He talks a lot, though.
Okay. Does he ever say like things and you don't understand what he's saying? So you go, wait, what? And then he says it correctly.
That used to happen a lot.
Okay. He's talking light language, and it's not. He doesn't realize he's doing it. So then he's like, oh wait, yeah, I have to speak English. Like he doesn't register that he's doing it. It's almost like he says something, and you're like, wait, what? And then he says it correctly to the point where you understand him. Then, yeah. He's talking light, or he at least was.
Speech classes. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, wait. What'd you say?
I put him in speech class because I couldn't understand what he was saying a lot.
Yeah, he was talking light code words, which he didn't realize he can't do here. You know what I mean? He wasn't understanding that, so it would come out gibberish. If anybody else would hear it, it would just sound like gibberish.
Yeah.
But he was talking light codes.
Okay. I've never heard of that.
Light codes come from angelic language. It's angel language.
Oh, okay.
That's what that is. It's light code. That's why he talks of heaven all the time.
He does. I think it's like he's almost fascinated with it. Is what I would call it.
Angels dominate heaven.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I want to see why the angels are around him so much. I'm definitely getting hybrid with him. Does he ever complain about his back hurting at all to you? As of yet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I didn't get that he was yet, but just nonchalant be like, hey Mason, does your back ever hurt between your shoulder blades, buddy? Like, do you ever feel anything like pushing out of there? And then just see what he says.
Okay.
Okay. If he says yes, it means his wings are pushing out, and it just feels like a little pain, or like a numbingness, or even a tingle. He might even describe it as a tingle.
Okay.
I'm definitely getting hybrid with him. His wings are not real big yet. He's still working his experience out as a hybrid, so they'll get, with each lifetime, they'll get bigger and bigger.
That is so. I did not expect that at all. That's so neat.
Yeah, he's not the first that I came across that did the light code language, and the mother ended up putting that child in speech therapy. Yeah. Because it comes out like gibberish. You're just like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's so cute though. Justin used to call kids like that he used to call them mush mouth. Mush mouth. Like as if they had potatoes in their mouth that they couldn't talk.
Right.
Okay. Let me see what bloodline he comes from. Do you understand what an angel hybrid is?
Mm-mm.
Okay. They're part alien, part angel. Like I'm strict. I come from Kalenian, but I come from the bloodline of Michael. I get a lot of hybrids, both children and adult, come across my path. I get called into psychology meetings because the psychiatrist can't help the client or the patient that they're working with because they're a hybrid. They have no idea what's going on with them. But the first clue is that they have that push pain between the shoulder blades. That's the first sign that you notice that there's something different about the child.
Okay.
Or the adult, I should say. Okay, let me find out what bloodline he comes from.
Okay, excuse me.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you a question. Is Mason pretty creative?
Creative.
Let's say like when he's drawing, coloring, maybe how he plays, he's creative in how he approaches problems.
Yeah, I could say that, yeah.
Okay. Mason comes from the bloodline of Zedekielite. He would be considered a Zedekielite, but it's Zedekiel. Heaven calls them Zediks, but it's preferably Zedekiel, and then Mason would be considered a Zedekielite.
Okay.
So Zedekielites, they are about success, birthing new things, creativity. They are the antidote to old spiritual teachings. They're here as third wave student, or actually I would say little teachers. They're like little teachers. Do you know what a third wave is?
No.
Okay. How long have you are you new to following me?
Just a couple months.
Okay. I'm a second wave. Your son is a third wave. Let me go over the waves real quick. Back in the 1940s, your world set off a bomb that was not supposed to be used against humanity. It was supposed to be used for humanity in a different way, and it was out of the timeline loop. So it was supposed to be used later in life, not early like it was. So somebody got a hold of it, used it against humanity, and it hurt a lot of humans. So this, let's just say, hypothetically, this warning went off in heaven. We need non-karmatic souls. And what a non-karmatic soul is somebody that has never left heaven, never left God, and they don't have any karmatic experiences to go off of. So it's basically like throwing somebody into a surgery that didn't study how to do a surgery. They're just standing there with the tools like, I don't know what I'm doing. So they wanted souls that had no karmatic background to go in and change the frequency to peace and calm. So that was the first wave. That would be the hippies in the 60s, peace, love. Those were the first wavers that had no karmatic soul. And they knew that the herbs here on Earth would push out an energy of peace and love. So they kept using the herbs. But they also didn't realize what they were getting into. And right around the 70s, you see this heightened raise in suicides because they started leaving left and right. They couldn't take it anymore. It was just too much staying here. So the second waves came in. We do have karmatic experience a lot. Most of us have been in Earth here for many lifetimes. So we have the background, we have the tools, but we also understand what karma does. So we tend not to get married, not to have kids. If we do have a kid, it's a third wave we're pulling in. So the third waves are the children that are playing Chaplin at age 3, that are making crystal grids at age 4, and they're talking about heaven and Jesus and all this stuff, and they're seeing spirits and they're helping people. This is the third wave. Your son is a hybrid from the third wave volunteership.
Okay.
That's why he knows so much about heaven.
Okay.
Okay. It's a lot to take in, but your son is very, very, very special. He's not the first hybrid I've come across that's very young. I get a lot of them, and they're all very unique and special. Now, what their job is they push out a high vibrational frequency. Now, a lot of them, human adults can't handle them because they're so high vibrational that they start calling them ADHD, ADD, ODD, and they start medicating them. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. You can't down that energy, because if we are to get into a new reality of love and understanding and listening to one another, the third wave is the only ones that are going to do that for us. They hold an extra DNA strand that heightens Earth right now to get us to the next level. Okay? That's why they're here.
Okay.
Yeah, his job is to basically show others how to enjoy life, how to let go of things that no longer serve you, to go without things that no longer serve you. So like when he gets older, he might look at material things as like, oh, I don't need that. Like, that's not doing anything for me. But he's going to be all about succeeding in his path and his mission and doing things to the point where he's taken care of. Let's just say, hypothetically, he's going to make you pretty proud as he grows older.
Okay.
Okay. He has a lot on his plate with his mission, but he will see to it that he does. Zedekielites, they're very driven in doing what they're supposed to be doing and getting the job done because they don't want to waste their time here.
Okay.
Okay. If you want to learn more about him or anything like that, you can get a hold of me or get a hold of my team, and we can just work with his energy. Like if there's anything you need with him, you can always let me know. Yeah.
Is there anything I can do to help him, like especially with these night terrors? I know that's something that's
yes, thank you for reminding me. Okay, so he's going to want to look, since he's a light code, see, he's using the light codes to heal people, but they don't understand that that's why they talk like that mush mouth. Light codes are the highest frequency language you could possibly get in your environment. That's why I always paint light codes for people sometimes to put in their house, because it pushes out such a great energy. Selenite. Do you know what selenite is?
It's one of the crystals.
Yes. I know.
I've been watching the gym show.
So funny. I have one right next to me. We have towers. It looks like this.
Okay.
This is a high divine source crystal. Okay. It holds nothing but white light. Come here. Yvonne is my mom and my assistant. Her grandkids, Drake and Bentley, have gifts. Tell her about the selenite tower you put in there. So they were having night terrors and stuff.
Yeah, he was having really, really bad night terrors to the point where he was just waking up and screaming. And then after a while, he wouldn't even go to his room. He had to sleep with his mom and dad. So they had to do something because he was literally sleeping on the floor. So we got him a selenite tower for his room, and we put black tourmaline in the four corners of his room. And after my daughter-in-law did that, she saged the room really well. He never missed a night in his bedroom. He went right back to his room and was able to sleep. And sleep through the night and not wake up screaming and crying.
Yes.
And that was a tremendous help for him. For everyone.
Yeah, that's how he wakes up, he screams, he cries, he paces around like he's in our bed. But
yes.
It's funny, like when my kids used to just sleep on the floor, and we're just starting to get them back into their own beds. And when he would sleep on our floor, he wouldn't cry. He wouldn't have a night terror. But as soon as we put him back in his bed, the night terrors come.
Yes, so that's what we did for him. And let me tell you, he's been in his bedroom ever since. And he has crystals everywhere. So.
Okay. So can I call the shop tomorrow or something?
Yeah, we have a ton of selenite towers, and the cool thing is we have these really cool LED bases that change the color to them.
Okay, yeah.
So the kids really get into that.
Yeah.
So I will recommend, since he's so young, he would probably get into the LED. He'll probably even tell you, Mom, light my light.
Yeah.
And then put my light on. So I'm writing this down for you. Let me see. What is you're Courtney, right?
Yes.
And for black tourmaline. Yeah, you put the black tourmaline in the four corners of his bedroom, and then I would sage with Palo Santo only because it's a light smoke and it won't get into the lungs of a child too heavily. And you can also, even instead of Palo Santo, you could do our smudging spray, which is saging without the smoke. So if you don't want to do, you can do either or. So I'll write down both, but it'll be up to you to get whatever you want, honestly.
Okay.
Don't feel obligated you have to do this. This is just suggestions, but it's always here whenever you want to get it. Okay?
Yeah, no, I want to help him. I tried doing things, and I have nothing to do to help him.
I'm actually going to throw in as a free gift an angelic crystal.
I was just sitting here thinking, I think he needs an angel.
And this could be his special, we call them crystal buddies for the kids. I do it for adults too, because I just think it's so cute. And it's going to be his angelic crystal buddy that he carries with him. It'll be his little buddy.
Cool.
Do you have any other questions for me?
Is there anything I can do, like, other than, like, the night chairs to support him to, like...
Listen to his stories. I would even say journaling them, keeping track of them.
Okay.
Because, yeah.
He is always telling me something.
I would record it, honestly. Yeah.
Okay.
I would record everything he says. You might even make a book out of it one day. The things my kid says.
Yeah.
About heaven. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much.
How about, can I ask you a question? Can you, for the audience, can you give like maybe 2 things he says about heaven? I just want to see if I can confirm it.
Well, he just talks about people that are in heaven.
Okay.
And he wants to know about Jesus and what Jesus looks like.
Okay.
He's always...
Okay, he can actually ask me that. I can tell him that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. And then he wants to know, he just actually was asking me about the devil today and what the devil is, and
I can actually, maybe we should do a video feed of me and you and him where I can answer these for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Okay, we're going to plan that.
Okay.
Okay. All right, I have it written down.
Okay.
Video talk with Mason. All right. Okay, give the shop a call tomorrow.
Okay,
if you can, don't feel obligated, honestly.
Yep, I will. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Good night.
Good night. Okay, let's see. So the whole point of the community coaching calls, guys, is if you don't get called on, what the readings end up doing is a mirroring message to those of you who needed to hear something because you're in a similar situation. So that's the whole point of the coaching call, that I might only be able to do 5 to 10 people, but most of those messages are going to ring true and resonate with you. Okay. Let's see. I think I have time for one more. Is Tamara Kelly still on? Tamara Kelly, are you still on? You're welcome, Courtney. You're very welcome. Thank you for coming on and sharing your story. I'm most definitely, it's touched people's lives, honestly. I don't think Tamara's still on yet. Okay, let's try. Teresa Holmes. Teresa Holmes. Oh, okay. Kisha? Carissa, can you add yourself to the... Oh, there you are. I'm already... Okay, there we go. I figured it out. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi. Good. How are you?
Good. Okay. What do you got for me, honey?
Basically, something that's already been asked, but I have been seeing 333 like every day.
Okay. Can you give me an instance where you're seeing it?
Well, today, for example, I took my son to a job interview, and then when we got back, or when he got back in the car, I just looked at the clock and I'm like, oh, that's funny. It's 333. I keep seeing that.
Okay. Let me see what your guides have to show me with your number 333. Because it's going to be different for everybody. So let's see. Teresa, do you find it hard for yourself to forgive your mistakes? Do you tend to hold on to guilt?
Yeah.
Okay. Your number is showing you a process of self-growth through personal perspective of what you consider a mistake is actually a soul's self-growth of learning. There is no mistakes, there is no failures, there is no right or wrong. There's only learning.
Right.
So
Okay.
if you don't like the learning, you change it.
Yeah. Right.
So what the number is
Okay.
showing you is, okay, you saw it right after a job interview with your son. So
Yeah.
are you feeling guilty with your job, or are you feeling guilty with something with your son?
No, it was his job interview. I feel guilty for a lot of things with my son.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. It's not about your son going for a job interview. There's two paths there that they're showing you the 333. So are you feeling guilty with your son or a job in general? You said it's your son. That's the first thing you went right to. Not a job, but your son. Okay, so now
Yeah.
they're saying to you, your son is a self-growth of learning. There's no mistakes. There's no failures. There's just learning. So if you didn't like how you learned with it, there's a way of correcting that instead of feeling guilty about it.
Okay.
Okay? It's approaching the situation in a different way now. It's me
Right.
sitting him down and saying, listen, I did this, this, and this, and I'm still holding on to that, and I want to let it go. Do you think we can talk about it? And see, you might actually be very surprised at how he reacts and says what he says about it, because maybe it's something he's been wanting to talk about.
Right. Yeah, we definitely need to talk. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why the 3-3. Now, the next time it comes up, think about what you were doing, what you're thinking, because it's taking you on a path of a message. So let's say you're in your car, and let's say you went to, do you have Sheets near you? Do you know what a Sheets is?
A what?
A Sheets?
No. No.
Okay,
I
let's
live in
say a
Canada.
gas station. Let's say a gas station. Let's say you went to a gas station and you got a drink. and let's say
Okay.
it's an unhealthy caffeine drink, and you get to your car and you're like, let's say you're like a half a mile down the road and you see the 333 and you're like, and you were in your head thinking about the drink, like, man, I probably should have got something healthier. Now you feel guilty because you got a caffeine drink. The 333 comes up on the clock, or your odometer, or a license plate, and you're like, okay, don't feel guilty. Just next time I go to the gas station, get a better drink. Do you see how it works? That's how it's working.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to show you. Okay? It's just an example.
All right. Okay.
Okay. Don't feel guilty.
Perfect.
You are doing what you came here to do. You wanted to learn. See every aspect of your life as learning. If you're not happy with the learning, change it.
Yes.
And I don't think that you're doing it. I think you're just going along with everything.
I sure am.
Yeah, maybe you should stop doing that. It's time for you to start making some decisions for yourself. And you might actually see a whole different change in you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, honey.
Bye.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay, let's see. What do you think? One more?
Just one more.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not good.
Two? Yeah, I know. Janet, the 111s are change your thoughts to positive instead of negative. Like the second you understand that you're seeing or acting or thinking negative, you see the 111. This is your guides showing you change your thought process because you're pulling in negative and you want to pull in positive. Okay. I know I can't get to everyone tonight. Just remember, guys, I do this every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Instagram and Facebook. Okay? Tony, can you try to come on for me on the video? Tony, I'm just going to call you Z-Pack because I'm going to butcher your name. It's going to be bad. Cheryl, yes. All you have to do is go to mooneir.com, E-I-R, and get the session that you're wanting to get. Marlene Snyder, I think she was already on your list here. Marlene Snyder. And Anita Lockwood. Tony, I'm not seeing you coming up on my list here. I'm just going to warn you, Mom, tomorrow I'm going to be really tired. Anita Lockwood and Marlene Snyder, can you guys do the invite, please, so I can click it? Parker girl. Parker girl. I see that, Tony. Okay, Parker, the eagles that you keep seeing are a spirit animal. Spirit animal. They represent a spirit animal. Oh, Marlene, you're on there. You're already on the list. Eagles are of strength, persistence, drive, passion, steadfast. And when a spirit animal comes around you like that, it's trying to show you the aspects, sorry guys, I'm getting tired, the aspects of yourself that are trying to be mirrored into your reality. So when you think of an eagle, and I would even go as far as looking up spirit animal eagles and learning a little bit more about them, but they tend to come up in your life when you're trying to project something into your life that you need. And eagles, based off of what they represent, is going to push into a mirror effect into your life what you need to do right now in your life. Okay, so that eagle is representing a mirrored effect of what you're trying to portray in your life. So it's there kind of like assisting with that energy. Now, if let's say a week from now you change that perspective, you'll get another animal popping up. Okay, so this is why that spirit animal is coming up around you. Okay, I'm going to go to Anita real quick, and then Marlene, I'm going to go to you next. It's okay, Tony. You're fine, honey. Kimberly, it can, based off of what you're mirroring in your life. It can switch from a bear to a fox and back and forth, or they could be assisting you at the same time. You're welcome, Parker. Okay, Anita, hello, love. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, Anita, your question was about why you had cancer and your husband did not, or your husband died from it and you did not, correct?
Hmm?
Okay. The reason why is because in his soul contract, that was his out. You still have a lot more work to do, so that's why you're staying.
Okay.
Not everybody's soul contract's going to be the same. Everybody's soul contracts are different. They're laid out differently. He was done doing his work, so he left. You still have some work to do. And I do see a lot of depression around you, where you're just feeling a little stuck. Because
very stuck.
Yeah, because you don't know what to do with your mission now.
Yeah, because it felt like he was my mission.
And he may have for a little bit, but now it's your mission now to continue. So now you have to find the things in your life that give you passion and drive and go towards those paths of continuing and setting your mission towards that. He hasn't left you, the body left you. His soul consciousness is still around you. You can still keep this reality of him being in it and you corresponding with him, you bonding with him, and he's there right beside you, supporting you as you continue your journey until you're ready to leave and be with him again. But your path right now is to continue on. You can't give up on that, because what's going to happen is you're just going to come back into it and do it all over again. And it's just going to be a waste of time doing that. So you might as well just get it done. The quicker you get it done, the more faster you get to be with him. Okay? So think of the things.
I just feel really, I'm hoping I'm actually sad right now. I'm hoping you're not feeling how sad I am.
I am. And that's why I keep telling you it's not a time to give up. Can't give up. You have a lot of stuff to do, and you got to get it done before you go back. But you have to understand, he's like literally, if you could imagine him sitting next to you, do you think that he would feel happy about you being the way you are right now?
Mm.
And he's sitting next to you, and that's how he's feeling. He doesn't want that for you.
Yeah, butterfly kisses.
Yeah. He doesn't want this for you. He wants you to continue on and get that passion for life that you used to have. You have to find the paths in your life that are going to do that. Can you think of at least one?
I want to heal people.
Okay. That's a start. So how do we do that? What's our first step in doing that?
Well, I did start it a while ago, but I stopped it, and then it's just like I'm just going on and
In numb mode?
doing what I need to do.
Mm-hmm. If I told you he is helping assist you, does that give you a different perspective on going back and doing what you were doing?
Oh, I believe he is, but I just, geez, he made me have a dream to do my dishes. That would be him. He'd be doing your dishes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was happy and singing while I was loading the dishwasher. You know, that's just in the dream. But when I wake up, that's just not how I feel.
Yeah. I know. It's heavy here. It's heavy. It's very weighed down. It's heavy. And when your soul's out of the body and in dream state, it's a lot lighter. It's not as heavy. So it becomes more of a reality than it is here, which it totally is. A lot of this is not real. Actually, all of it's not real. It's just an assimilation of learning. You are on a job. Your husband went back home. His job was done, and yours isn't. You still have a lot of stuff on your dossier you got to mark off. And if I told you there's a lot of people you're supposed to be healing, but in order to heal them, you have to get better. And all those people are lined up waiting for you to get better. They're just standing around waiting for Anita to get better.
Well, I mean, I do. I mean, I'm Reiki 1 and 2 certified, and I do my little things here and there and send out, hopefully, what is healing.
Yeah. But remember, you can't heal somebody if your cup is half full, because you'll deplete yourself. So it's building yourself back up, understanding that he's standing there assisting you to build it back up, and then you can get back to what you were doing.
Well, a lot of things is my physical appearance. Believe it or I mean, you know the world nowadays, and I had chemo, and I'm losing my teeth. They're literally falling out of my mouth, and that's really hard to face people when you don't. When you know that the first thing they're going to look at is, look at her. She's got missing teeth. You know, it's not. That's why hopefully you can't see my whole face, because I don't want you to see my mouth.
No, you're okay. Anita, I'm going to inbox you because I'm being shown something that I'm to do to help you with that. Okay, so I'll discuss it with you before we go ahead and push it out to the mass media and help you with it. Okay, so I want to get with you first and your opinion before I go ahead with it.
Yeah.
What's your location? What state are you in?
New York.
Okay.
Buffalo, New York. Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm going to get with you through Messenger, and I'll go over my idea, and then you can confirm yes or no if this is a good thing, and then we'll go from there. Okay? But right now, what I want you to concentrate on is understanding your full mission, that dark has a hold on you.
Yeah.
And it's time to cut the strings. It's time to get up and stomp back at them.
I need to stop drinking.
Yeah. Get out of bed and make them fear you, not laugh at you when you get out of bed. It's time for you to stomp on them and take back your control. Have you thought about doing an AA meeting?
Mm-hmm. Many times, but I can't even leave the house. I literally have been, I mean, I was working for a little bit and then I got COVID and my job got rid of me.
Yeah.
But, which was in January, and I literally don't leave the house. I let my dog out. That's about it.
I would look for AA online if you don't want to leave the house as of yet. You can do that. Try to find AA meetings online, which I'm sure they, COVID and everything, I'm pretty sure they have it online now where you can just join and tap in. At least you're doing something towards getting better. But the only person that's going to make those moves is you. You have to take the first steps forward. Okay? Can you, after I message you, can you keep in touch with me? Let me know how you're doing. Okay, and if you need to talk, we can do that too. Yeah, because I know it's hard with alcohol. I've worked with...
and I can tell that you know that I don't want to be here no more.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said you can't give up. It's not time. You can't. You're just going to come right back. You're just going to loop right back in. It's not even going to be worth your time. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm going to inbox you tomorrow and give you a little time to absorb everything first. Okay? All right. Okay.
Bless your heart.
You're very loved. You have a whole community here that's reaching out to you. Okay? The funny thing is the girl that I was going to have on tonight, she committed suicide. And her message to everybody is, it's pretty profound, and I can't wait to get her on. Yeah.
There's only one thing. The one thing that stops me is the fact that I actually, my son, who's 27, lives in the same house, and I couldn't even imagine what it would do to him. That's the only thing that stops me.
Yeah. Yeah. You're here to help people, right? Get your glass filled up. Get it filled up. Start asking for help from your guides. They can't assist unless you ask. Okay, and start calling in Michael when you start getting dark thoughts, because that's dark. That's not your thoughts. That's dark. Start pushing them away with Michael, at least for now, so you can get.
Why do I like? Why am I? Stop! I'll say stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah.
You're getting a grip on the things they're doing by calling in Michael. You're getting a grip onto the situation by calling him in, because he can take care of the things that you can't. That's his job. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. I will talk to you very soon, okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Man, I wish Wendy would have came. No, but I think it would have been a great message for tonight. Yeah.
Next week.
Yes. All right, guys. Oh, Marlene Snyder, let me do you last. Okay. So burpy. Oh, I wonder what happened. Marlene, can you send another invite? Oh, let's try it again. There we go.
Hello?
Hello. Hello, hello. Uh-oh. I think your internet's not working. Uh-oh. I think we keep losing you. Yep, Marlene, I think we're losing you. Let me go look at your question. Thanks, guys. You're so sweet. Okay. All right, Marlene, you asked why you don't see your mother, but you do see other loved ones. Okay. So, it's okay, Marlene. I can take care of your question this way. Okay. From what I'm gathering, you were very close with your mom at times. I do see like some communication going on with you and her. Especially when you were younger, she said you were headstrong. Had your own opinions and whatnot. But you seem to get closer as you got older. And the reason you're not seeing her is technically you, in a sense, are blocking her. You want it so much that you're blocking it. Let me just give you an example. I had a client. She was so obsessed with seeing her mom, and I taught her how to just calm her energy and just let her mom come to her. And I think it was like 3 months later, after she just kind of calmed down from the thoughts of seeing her mom so badly, she just finally calmed her energy, and she said she was doing dishes, and she turned around and her mom was standing in the kitchen in her wedding dress. And she said she had to take a double take because she couldn't believe that her mom was in the kitchen with her. And then her mom smiled at her and then left, because she finally allowed her to come in. So you kind of have to just let it kind of go in order for it to come. The more you want something, the more you almost push it away. There's a difference between manifesting and obsessing. Obsession won't manifest correctly because it's coming out of a different frequency and a wavelength that isn't balanced. Whereas you're manifesting things you want in a more calming way. You're not obsessing over it. You're just wanting it in a sense that if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Okay? Do you understand what I'm talking about, Marlene? Or do you understand the message that she's portraying to you? Okay, Marlene. So if you calm the energy, okay, let me give you an example. Do you ever hear like people saying, "Oh, I was just watching TV and I keep seeing like things out of my peripheral, like walking by or floating by"? That's because you're so relaxed that you're actually raising your vibration to be allowed to see those things. That's how that works. The more relaxed you are, the higher your vibration goes to allow other things to come into play. Okay? No, Marlene, when they just pass, their energy is actually more heightened than if they were gone for a long period of time. Their energy is so heightened. It is the fact that you want to see her so bad and make sure that she's okay, that you're actually causing the frequency to lower to the point where it's grounding too much that it won't open up enough for you to see or hear anything from her. Even in dream, you're closing that up even as well. But if you just relax, know that she is where she is, that she's okay, and just calm yourself, you will start to notice signs, her presence. You'll start to feel her and sense her around. Okay, even thoughts of her coming into your mind. Now, the thoughts of her coming into your mind are actually not you doing that. It's actually her. Because it's what's called a spiritual invite. When they place themselves in your mind and something happens around you, they're just saying, hey, that's me. Don't freak out. That's why you think of the person as soon as something happens. That's why they do that. It's a spiritual invite. Okay? Guys, thank you so much for allowing me to communicate tonight for you. I'm glad I was able to kind of show you how the community coaching call works. You can actually find that on the Crystal Cove Gems website under live ticket events. It's $9.99 to get on the Zoom call and get an answer to your question. Please make sure you read through how this all works, so you're not feeling, I want you guys to make sure it resonates with you before you go and get it. It will be on the 31st of April, or of March, at 7 p.m. So I am so happy to be able to show you how this works. We will continue doing it live for Facebook and Instagram, so people are still getting a mirrored message, so that maybe they can walk away with something of a message. So those of you who are on the Zoom call are allowing everyone to see you open up and mirror those messages to everyone else. But thank you so much for watching tonight, guys. Completely adore everybody. Instagram, Facebook, you guys are awesome, and I hope to see you guys next Tuesday. Remember, every Tuesday 7 p.m. we are here. All right, guys, we love you. We will see you soon. Thank you for